Candice Read versus Sandy Ardiansay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pooja Berry on behalf of Candice Read. I have no idea how to say the defendant's last name, so I've been calling him Sandy, but I can give it a fair shot. Um, Your Honor, we're here on plaintiff's motion for
Is
alternate
your client,
service.
is your
Can you
client,
hear?
is she coming? Yes, I can hear you, but is your client coming in on Zoom as well?
I have her on standby. If you want her to testify, she can.
This is a
But
motion for alternate service, so I don't really think it's necessary for that point. I think you've submitted an affidavit, is that
I
correct?
have, Your Honor.
Okay. Go ahead, I interrupted you. Please go ahead.
Okay. This matter seeks an annulment or, in the alternative, a divorce, along with termination of parental rights and a name change for the minor child. The defendant, Sandy or Diaziah, is a citizen and a resident of Indonesia. He has never been to the United States, as far as we know. Plaintiff has never been able to locate an address where personal service could be accomplished. She's filed a sworn affidavit, as you know, detailing her efforts to locate the defendant. He resides in a rural Sudanese area near Sukabumi, West Java, where there is no street address or mailbox. Her last contact with him was in November of 2023, wherein he told her, "Take good care of the kid." He's never even met the child, but that's not before you today. Your Honor, WhatsApp and similar platforms, which is how they communicated previously, are not recognized methods of service under Rule 4. And in light of the history of fraud and manipulation in this relationship, including conduct amounting to an attempted green card fraud, which is not before, again, not before you today, but provides important context, it wouldn't be safe or reasonable for the plaintiff to reinitiate contact. And in any event, she doesn't know if the last contact information she even has for him is accurate or current. And again, electronic service is not authorized under Tennessee law, and any attempt to directly reach him would be both futile and unsafe. Moreover, Your Honor, Indonesia is not a signatory to the Hague Service Convention, leaving no treaty mechanism for international service. And despite her reasonable efforts to search, she cannot ascertain a deliverable address. So, um, and so, Your Honor, under Tennessee law, personal service may be dispensed with when the defendant's address is unknown or and cannot be ascertained upon diligent inquiry. Tennessee law authorizes constructive service by publication in such a situation. We're not asking to circumvent notice, just to use the statutory substitute when personal service is impossible. So, Your Honor, for these reasons, we're respectfully requesting that the court dispense with personal service and authorize service with publication in a newspaper of general circulation in Dixon County once a week for 4 consecutive weeks, with the affidavit of publication to follow.
All right, based on my review of the file and the allegations set forth in the sworn petition for annulment, this court is of the opinion that it is appropriate to grant your request for alternate service and to order that it be served by publication. And I've also, of course, you can set it in front of whoever you want to, but it does appear to me from my reading of the file that this would be an appropriate case for annulment rather than the granting of a divorce. Now, I will tell you in advance that if I hear the case, I am unlikely to grant a termination of parental rights. I think it's against the public policy of the state of Tennessee to simply terminate someone's parental rights and not have someone else to stand in. But there are certain instances where that can be accomplished. And under the circumstances, I'm not prejudging. I'm just simply saying my initial reaction was that it would have to be done in a different proceeding and with more proof about that. But let's go ahead and just deal with the motion at hand, which is the motion for publication, and I will grant that. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
And can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
You said that you wouldn't be likely to grant it without having, or you would typically want someone to stand in. Do you mean that you would typically want the defendant to stand in, or you're,
I would typically what?
you said that you would typically want someone to stand in for you to,
Oh, no, I'm just simply saying that the state of Tennessee has a public policy against terminating parental rights for someone over, without someone else standing in, or, like for a step parent adoption is usually the way that that takes place. But having someone just say they want to terminate the biological parent's rights, and if something happened to your client, then we have an orphan.
Okay. I see what you're saying. She does have a relationship that she's in. She's planning on getting married after she gets this divorce granted. So maybe this would be better suited for after that second marriage. But
As I say, I'm not saying that I wouldn't grant the petition to terminate the rights, but I think that the first step is to deal with the annulment and get the service done. So,
absolutely. Thank you very much, Your Honor.